Ms. Harris, did you get Ms. Osborne fired from her job?
Sure did.
And tell me, what were you trying to accomplish?
Getting her fired from her job.
She's really a demon child, like the lady explained. Even the sassiness, the attitude, and the ego that just radiates off her just makes me quite disgusted.
He calls me the B word, the H word. He calls me a thought. He doesn't allow...
Now, you know what a thought is, Joe? That hoe over there. Now, Mr. Johnson, that's pretty deep stuff over there. Do you deny doing that?
I don't deny it, because I know what I do, but at the same time, she knows what she do, too, so.
You have a one-year-old together, correct?
Yes.
And you've been together for how long?
6 years.
6 years. And over here I have Ms. Harris. How are you?
Hi.
She is an ex-girlfriend of yours, Mr.
Yeah.
Johnson. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to find out why you're here momentarily. But, Mr. Johnson, when did you first begin to believe that Ms. Osborne wasn't being faithful to you?
Well, I remember a time in the past when she called me and told me she had to stay home. She wasn't going to come home at a certain time. She had to stay a little bit later. So at the time, the way that she said it was seemed kind of faulty, though, because she be ready to come home all the time. She don't want to be around no kids. She work at a daycare. Come on now, everybody know how that is. So she calls me and tells me, oh, I got to stay a little late. It's a couple more kids still here. The parents haven't got there. I don't believe it. Just from the way she said it, the way her attitude was over the phone, it just wasn't believable at all. I wasn't trying to hear it. So I just was like, well, I'm just go over and check up on her. I don't trust her as it was. So I went over and checked up on her. I seen her sister car, her car, and I seen an extra car. So I started to believe it. So I knock on the back door is unlocked. I walk in. Her sister starts to walk out of the living room, and I walks into the kitchen. She tries to stop me, but I'm already seeing her in the living room, and I hear her conversating with somebody. I looks over her sister's shoulder and see her getting off of a man's lap. So her sister trying to play it off with me in the convo. Oh, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. I try to push it off and just try to get to her. She walks up out of the living room while I'm walking into the living room. Oh, hey, babe, what are you doing here? I instantly ask, who the hell is this? You know? She instantly just, oh, this is a friend of the family. The sister get to go along with
Ms. Osborne, were you on this guy's lap?
Yes, I was.
Well, first of all, these guys are really young. Both of them are in their 20s and they already have a kid together. Usually when they are young parents like this and they're in a relationship, it gets very sketchy, especially when they are not even living together. So it's a young relationship by kids and they are raising a kid together. It's just all messy. You know, it's always best when people are already matured into themselves and they discover themselves fully before they start raising kids. So that's one thing. At this their age, situations like this where she's still making herself available to other guys and other guys are making her distracted and she doesn't understand boundaries and can sit on someone's lap tends to happen because these guys are literally kids still having that adventurous youthful nature. So the tendency of them not understanding boundaries and just trying to explore things without thinking about the repercussions are still very high. So these kind of things are bound to happen.
Or were you on this guy's lap?
Yes, I was.
What were you doing there? What were you doing there?
I fell on his lap.
You fell on his lap.
I did. No, but for real, honestly, though, I was just, you know, with my sister. We was having a few drinks after work, and the guy was already sitting there, and I'm a little tipsy, and when I walked past, his legs was out, and I fell on his lap.
But you were supposed to be, you know, staying a little bit late for work. You know.
Yeah, right.
Well, I gotta tell him stuff like that because I can't tell him, oh, I'm gonna stay late with my sister and have a drink or else I'll be a
Mrs.
thot.
Osborne, I do find it odd that one would happen to have a spill and fall on somebody's lap right at the moment that her partner comes in. I find that up. You were there for a minute, weren't you? You were on his lap for a while, right?
Yes.
Because otherwise it would cause for split-second timing, and we know that didn't happen. Do you have any other instances where you've caught her doing the wrong thing with another guy?
Well, it was another time, actually, a friend of mine told me she seen her doing something. So she calls me one night, and I'm like, you know, just seeing what's going on. She called me like, oh, I ran out of gas. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna come give you some gas and come get you, so don't worry about it. She instantly, oh, no, don't worry about it. Oh, no, I got this. My sister's already on her way. But she sounded like she was just so okay with her being out of gas. I knew it was a bunch of bull. So I just like, okay. I'm gonna wait to see what it's gonna be. She said, go ahead and lay down and rest. I'm like, I should get up and go and patrol her like I always do and follow her. But I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna do it. So I laid down, and my friend calls me, which was like at least 30 minutes later, Because I told him to go ahead and ride past for me, you know, so I ain't gonna lie. You know, I ain't feel like getting up and doing it. So I had my friend do it. He ride past and go on the location where he say she's supposed to be at. She don't be there. So I tell him go ahead and ride over like by her sister crib. Sure enough, she in front of her sister crib, you know, doing her thing in the car with a man. She say, all I hear is, well, all I seen was really them hugged up. I ain't see nothing else, but you know what that leads on to, Judge.
Ms. Osborne, were you hugged up with a man in a car?
Never know what else she's slipping on.
Hang on. Were you hugged up?
True.
That's a lie.
With a man in a car when you were supposedly out of gas?
I was out of gas, and I had my sister come and bring me gas. She brought her boyfriend. When she took the gas can to go to the gas station to get gas to bring back to me, apparently his his dramatized friend that always want to kick up drama said he seen me hugging the man in the car, kissing the man. No, I was never hugging him. I was never kissing him. He was sitting in my front seat waiting for his woman, which is my sister's boyfriend, to come back from the gas station. Why would I be all over my sister's boyfriend? It don't make sense. Your friend is a liar. That's a lie. All of it is a lie.
You say that she's actually had other men at your house before.
So I come home one night, just getting off, work, just coming home, and I hear a little bit of scrambling going upstairs. I hear a little bit moving. So I'm like, okay, she's up. It's all cool. We finna go upstairs, do our thing. I get upstairs though, and before I get up to the top of the stairs, you can hear our balcony door like close, the screen door. And once I get to the top of the stairs, you can turn right there, walk in the room, the balcony. I see a shadow like somebody's leaving off of my balcony. So I'm like, what the hell, go check. She's sitting there laying in the bed, act like she's asleep. So I look, and I'm going outside the balcony. I go outside, looking around. I don't see nobody running or walking down the street, anything like that. So I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not wrong. So I play it off smooth with her. Don't say too much more about it for the rest of the night. Get in the shower, give her time for herself, go downstairs, maybe something to eat. I give it about an hour later or so, and I go through her messages. I see a message saying, oh, it's okay, I'm all right. Only caught a couple scratches and bruises. I'm all right. I'll get up with you another time. And,
Ms. Osborne, it happened too, didn't it? Look at you, you just as guilty as sin over there.
The lady is cheating on this guy and she's just cheating, man. I don't think she takes him seriously. To be honest, I don't think the lady takes this guy seriously. If you understand he's your baby daddy, but if you really see a future with him, or if you actually respect the relationship, I don't think you'll be cheating this much, or you'll be not respecting boundaries. At this point, it's no longer about boundaries, because this was actually an intentional moment where she and somebody wanted to get down until he popped in. So the lady doesn't respect their relationship. It's just, hey, baby daddy, bring the money for the kids, and that's just it. I think he's the front-facing guy in the relationship, but at the back end, somebody else is developing the two.
Can't even play that one off.
Well, it's true. That scenario is true, but I did it as like payback to get back towards him because of his crazy ex-girlfriend and all the stuff that she put me through, and he don't want to handle it. He don't want to handle
And we are talking
her.
about Ms. Harris, who happens to be in the courtroom.
Yes, we're talking about Ms. Harris.
So we are going to transition over into what your concerns are about his ex. We're talking retaliation for serious issues with the ex-girlfriend, who we have here, so we might as well bring you on up. Ms. Harris, how are you?
Hello.
You doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, Ms. Osborne, why don't you tell me the nature of the concerns or conflict that you have with Ms. Harris?
Well, she just a demon child. Like, the first time she come up to my job, she's causing commotion at my job, yelling and screaming, talking about, I'm gonna come back up here every day until you get fired and give me back what's yours. So I'm asking her, like, well, what's yours? What's yours? She says, Malcolm. Well, my man that's in my house that I've been together with for 6 years, clearly he not yours anymore because you're an ex. But she kept on doing it, kept causing commotion. I couldn't get my boss to understand the situation I was going through, and I ended up getting fired from that job because of that.
Ms. Harris, did you get Ms. Osborne fired from her job?
Sure did.
And tell me, what were you trying to accomplish?
Getting her fired from her job.
Why?
Because I don't like her.
Why?
I just don't. I'm just one of those people, if I don't like you, I don't like you.
She don't have
Man, she's really a demon child, like the lady explained. Even the sassiness, the attitude, and the ego that just radiates off her just makes me quite disgusted. For real, you got the lady fired from her job. That's how spiteful you are. This guy is supposed to be your ex-boyfriend. You already called him your ex. Why do you have to blame her for the guy? The guy left you, or you guys broke up, you know? It's just a very weird one. And these are the messy kind of stories you hear around young adults today, you know. Look how sassy this girl is. It's just annoying.
Hang on, Ms. Osborne. Ms. Harris,
Yes.
do you not like her because she took your man from you?
She didn't take him. I was through with him when she got him.
So if you're through with him, why would you come up and ask for him back?
I don't know, man. I think at the time, I kind of missed him a little bit, so I just...
You
I
wanted him
messing
back,
with her.
or you just didn't
No,
like the
I
idea?
just
Oh,
wanted-
never interrupt me.
I'm sorry.
You just didn't like the idea of him having somebody new.
No, I just wanted to have sex with him. She wasn't even the problem.
And so you thought it was important enough, having sex with him was important enough to have a woman, a fellow black woman, with a child, and make her lose her income that she feeds her baby with. You thought it was that important to go there with that.
I mean, we had previous arguments, like, over the phone, because, like I said, me and him were friends after we broke up. So, like, I would call him and check on him and stuff like that. Hey, how you doing, you know? She would get mad, get on the phone, talk crazy to me. So it's like, okay, whatever. You want to play? I can play, too. So that's what it became. When she got fired, I mean, I felt bad a little bit, but not
Yeah, I know
really.
you didn't.
The spitefulness of this lady and the ego, her body language is just giving someone that is really spiteful and is happy that this lady got fired. She's happy for the failure of her fellow lady because of a man. You guys are literally fighting for a man that actually broke it off with you. You guys broke it off, and now you are fighting with his current girlfriend just because you want to continue having your way with him. The greed, the spitefulness, and just the messiness of it all is just disgusting, to be honest.
No,
not
you
really.
didn't. You
A little
came
bit,
in
but not
here
really.
and you spouted that firing like you had accomplished something. And who do you see as the primary instigator in difficulties between the woman with whom you live and have a child and your ex?
Well, really, I feel like it's all started off because...
Do you see
the
how
woman-
quiet he got? Now, he
I feel
was
like- I feel
strong
like-
earlier, but this one stood up. He's between the two of them, and he's now very, very mellow. But go ahead, Mr. Johnson. Let's
Really?
continue.
Really, you know, I can't put myself in between they feud because it's really off of mixed emotions because I used to go with her and I'm in love with her now. So it's not really, I don't feel like who's to blame for it, but really I just feel like they just mad at each other because they both love me and what I can do for them, you know?
You can't be political in this case. You can't be political and say they both love you, you are the one that is making these two ladies fight. You are the one that knows that these two ladies are fighting and who actually causes the fight, who instigates it. And you don't even need to tell me. I would just assume that his ex-girlfriend is the one that instigates it because clearly she's the visitor and she's the third party in the relationship. So she's the instigator. You are there and you're quiet and you're trying to be political and playing the fence. You can't be the fence in this case. You have to pick a side.
Well, do you believe that you ought to do something about it?
Well, if I can't change the next person's emotions and feelings, but I could try to step into it and make some means between it. But they gotta change themselves.
Well, you know, but you don't feel you have any obligation, or there's nothing you can do to make the situation less explosive. You think you're just...
They both can have me if they wanted to like that, but it's not that type of way.
They both can what?
They both can have me, but you
said
know
we
they don't
both
want it
can
that type
have
of
him.
way, you know.
So what you're saying is, you think polygamy is the answer? Having more than one wife?
Well, I don't want her as my wife. We only are friends, but you know the things that we do for.
Nah, you can't be having sex with someone and say you are only friends with that person, especially when you're in a relationship with another person. You're literally being unfaithful and cheating with someone else. That person is not just your friend. That person has become your side chick. You can give it a name or you can say friends with benefits, but she's not just a friend because you guys are sleeping with each other.
We make each other happy as good friends, and I'm always make her happy because that's my wife. You know, I'm always love her. Not, you know, saying like that, but I see her as my wife and I love her. I just love her, but I just love the things that she do for me.
Don't you believe that as seeing her as your wife, she has your child, don't you believe your obligation is first to her comfort and her security before it is that of an ex?
Okay, listen, I love her, But I love that she's here for me because she makes me happy. When I'm there for her, it's just about anything that she wants. It's not about.
It's not a two-way street here.
Not,
you say it's a one-way street.
It's just one way.
So to get any care, you have to go over there.
Yes.
Ms. Osborne, is that true? I mean, and settle back a little bit and think about it. Is your relationship a two-way street? Because we do know that you're running around on him. We know that. He's still with you anyway because he left. Well, he's done with you now, but he was with you for a long time, even though you were running around. Was your relationship a one-way street?
Okay, the source of the problem really is that she burned down her house just to come move in with us. So now she's living with us because he told me that if I don't let her live with us, that he's gonna be through with me. And I think she burned down the house on purpose because she didn't accept no help from American Red Cross that normally put you in a hotel, find you new housing. She's at my house. And also when I came in.
When did this happen? How long has she been at your house?
For about 2 months now.
For 2 months. Now, did your house burn down?
Yes.
And you moved in with them?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson, how did you pull that off?
Magic trick out the hat. But it was basically, you know, I just wanted to look out for a friend. She's a good person. I wouldn't just leave her out in the streets no more. Than if our house burnt down, she wouldn't leave us out in the streets no matter if we had an old relationship.
Would you
leave
let
Miss
us out in the street? She gonna leave you out in the
In all
street.
honesty, yes, because that is my friend. So, yeah.
Whether or not they had gotten into arguments or the display, whatever it mounted up to, she'd have still been there for me. So I wanted to be there for her. She always was there for me though. I wasn't trying to put in a boundary line like it's you or me.
How is the atmosphere in your home?
Ooh.
Chaotic.
I be gone most of the time.
He be gone most of the time.
And you two are sitting in the house together?
Yes.
And are you fussing and fighting like this the whole time?
Majority, but not really. I mean, if the kids are around, no.
Now that you're in this mess, what do you fight about?
We fight about how I just don't want the slut in my house. I don't want her there. We fuss and fight about me coming home one day and her and Malcolm's in the bed together talking about they reading a book. No, they're not reading no book.
Were you reading a book in bed together?
No. Can I please explain that?
Please, go right ahead, Ms.
Okay,
Harris.
first of all, we were at home. We were having some drinks. We were just pretty much chilling, you know? And we were in the room. We laid down. We were just talking about reminiscing on old things. It wasn't no sexual stuff. I wasn't naked. He wasn't naked. She came in and
They don't. You reminiscing in my bed,
like,
though. That's my bed. That's my house. You can reminisce on the couch, the backyard, the porch,
well,
McDonald's.
Well, maybe we wanted to reminisce.
No, you don't. You try for
Hey. Basic respect for the person's home in which you are living, free of charge. You get in the bed when he's in his boxer shorts and you're drinking. You don't think that's disrespectful to her?
I really don't care how she feels at this point. Like, I don't.
Man, the lady's annoying, man. She's annoying. You're the third party, you're the third wheel, and you have so much entitlement, and that's because you and this guy, you people are still having sex, man. You guys are still sleeping with yourselves. If the guy has kind of like exercised the boundary, you would have understood that he prioritizes the other lady, but clearly he has no respect for the other lady, gaslighting her day by day, while he's here with you playing the man in a two-way street. It's just unfair on this lady's part. It's unfair on the other lady's part, not this wicked, sassy, spiteful lady here. It's unfair on the other lady's part, to be honest.
You don't think that's disrespectful to her?
I really don't care how she feels at this point. Like, I don't.
Then move. It's
I'm
my
not gonna
house.
act like I care.
It's
He's
my
not making
house.
me move.
It's my house.
But
He don't
he's
even pay the bills. He'll go with you.
Mr. Johnson, now that this relationship is at an end, you want to be reimbursed certain sums. You say she put some of your stuff out of the house or destroyed it. Tell me what it is and what she did with it and how much it cost.
Okay. One night, I'll go out with the fellas. We go to Potawatomi.
Let's not make this a long story.
Okay. We go out, I come back in about 3 in the morning. She's mad about it. She calls me and my friends some lying, cheating bastards. All of us lies and cheat us on our wives and girlfriends. So I know how that gets, so I just was gonna leave and go to my friend's house for the night. So I'm leaving. She comes to the balcony like, oh, so you're not taking this stuff with you? She's talking about my clothes. So she gets to launching my buckets of clothes off of the back porch, just launching them off of them. I'm like, come on now, don't do that. I'm trying to talk to her. She left the back, she locked the back door, couldn't even get in.
So what did she launch?
She launched my TV, took the Xbox out, and had a big monkey wrench on the top where she said, "You want this too?" And I'm like, "Please don't do it." And before I even get all my words out, she just got to smashing into pieces.
And how long ago was this?
This was about 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Now let me ask you about the overall economic circumstances in your household. Who is working?
We both working, but
Yeah.
his job is not as serious as mine.
Okay.
I work-
Who's the primary breadwinner? Let me say it that way.
She is.
Now, since you are now no longer going to be together, are you planning on paying child support?
Sure, that's what I have to do.
Is it, if it's what you have to do?
Yeah, because how I really feel, I'm gonna take care of my son, but if child support
Oh, you
comes
won't
down
even
the
see
line-
him ever again.
Well, now let's
No,
not go
no,
there.
no,
Let's
no. That's being spiteful, and that's depriving a child of his father because you are just angry with him. A lot of women do these things, and it's unfair to the child. They just think about themselves in the moment, and because they are having a bad relationship with their spouse, they deprive their children of having that other parental love. It's unfair on the child. It's not unfair on you, but it's unfair on the child, and it's not justified. I understand the pain, and I understand that you're really resentful of this person, but don't deprive the person and don't deprive the child of that experience and that bond. You know, it's not fair at all.
If it's what you have to do,
Yeah, because how I really feel, I'm gonna take care of my son, but if child support
Oh, you
comes
won't
down
even
the
see
line-
him ever again.
well,
You
now
could-
let's not go there. Let's not go there.
You won't see him again.
He needs his father. Just because his
Okay,
father
but
see,
and
when
he
things
don't
like
get
that
along.
you just told me that
Hey,
it's her child.
hey, Ms. Osborne, I'm trying to talk to you. Far be it from me to paint the rest of us with what the least of us are, but you're really showing a very basic level of disrespect I often see in our community that's really going to just kill us from the inside out. We don't respect each other as sisters. You know, you do whatever to each other, and it's perfectly okay because it's something that you want to do, and you don't say, "Hey, this is my community. These are our children. This is our life." What you do is, "I'm hot. I'm mad. I want him. I'm gonna do it. I don't care how it hurts her or how it hurts him." It's unseemly. It's distressing. It's upsetting. You just attacking somebody to walk into to take somebody's job from them because you just don't like them, and then when your house burned down, you go into her house, and then you have the nerve to cause her chaos in her own home where she's got children. That's trifling low and tacky and wrong. Go ahead and sit down.
Thank you.
Sit.
The sassiness is crazy, man. The sassiness, the whole thank you. The sassiness is really crazy and annoying. You know, if it's Nigerian parent, they would have dragged your ear. Like, what do you think you're doing?
Mr. Johnson, you're a man in every way except the ones that count.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to support that child, and you don't have enough money to do that. And until you do, she's on the hook totally for that kid. You got to come in here with clean hands, and you did not come in here with clean hands. I don't give money to tacky people. There will be no recovery in your favor. It is so ordered.
I really don't understand this guy. He's really dating two ladies. He literally brought another woman home while he was with his girlfriend, and he feels entitled to money. Some guys are just delusional, and considering his age, I'll give him a leeway because of his age. He's just in a bubble and is still thinking like a kid. For you to have the ability to shuffle and manage two women, you're supposed to have the same ability to know that you're not entitled to anything, and the fact that this lady is leaving, just let her go. This is the reason why kids should not bring kids into this world, because they themselves have not found themselves yet. This guy here and this is sassy ex-girlfriend and also his very resentful baby mama, all of them have their own wrongs in this whole case. The sassy ex-girlfriend is the most annoying, entitled person I've ever seen in this courtroom, and I'm so pissed by the lady. But anyway, tell me what you think about this case. I think like this guy should just get away from these people, have a rethink on life, and prioritize on his child, because that's the person that is more important in this whole case. Not his ex-girlfriend, not his baby mama, but his kid. That's the person that needs him the most. Tell me what you think about this whole situation. I'll go by the name East Coast Prince. This is East Coast Talks, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.